So someone just downloaded your freebie. That is so exciting. But now comes the part that actually builds trust. What you say next. That first email, it's not just about delivering the thing you promised, it's the start of a conversation. And if you're skipping that or you're winging it, you're missing a huge opportunity to stand out, to connect, and even to sell. Today, I'll walk you through the simple 3-email welcome sequence I recommend for anyone building an online business, especially if you're selling digital products. Let's break it down. Let's start with the first email. Now, some people try to do too much here. They want to tell their whole life story or start pitching something before they've even said hello. But here's the deal. This email is your introduction, not your TED Talk. All you need to do in this first email is deliver what they asked for and do it in a way that feels natural to you. Let's talk about what actually goes into that first email, because this is where a lot of people overthink things. Start simple. You don't need a clever subject line here. Something like, here's your freebie, or you're in, let's get started, is more than enough. You're just confirming what they signed up for. No mystery needed. Then when they open the email, just be your normal self. You might say something like, hey Elaine, I'm so glad you grabbed this. I created it for women who are right where I was a few years ago, trying to figure out how to simplify planning out 3 months worth of emails in under an hour. Now, here's where most people mess up. They wait too long to actually deliver their link. Don't do that. Give them the link straight away. Make it bold, make it easy to find. Don't make them scroll all the way to the bottom for it. That's how you build trust right from the start. And after that, it's a good idea to let them know what to expect next from you. Just a quick line like, I usually pop into your inbox once a week with a simple, doable tip to help you grow your list, create digital products, and make marketing feel a whole lot less overwhelming. Then I always like to end it with a little PS. Something like, PS, tomorrow I'm going to send you the story behind why I made this freebie. It's kind of personal, but I think you'll be able to relate. So why do we do the PS? Because it creates anticipation. You're gently training your reader to look for your name in their inbox. And you're showing up like a guide, not just someone trying to get something from them. And honestly, that one shift, treating this first email like the start of a relationship instead of a transaction, is what will set you apart from 90% of the other people in their inbox. By the way, if you haven't made your lead magnet yet, don't worry. I have a full video that walks you through how to create one in Canva or Google Sheets, even if you have zero design skills. I'll link it for you in the description. Let's talk about email number 2. This one's all about building connection. If the first email was your warm welcome and delivery, this one is your chance to deepen that relationship. This is where your reader starts to feel like they know you, and more importantly, like you really get them. You can use this email to tell the story behind your freebie, why you made it, who it's for, what it helps with. So let's use my 3-month weekly email planner as the example again. Here's how I might start this one. When I first started my business, I was stuck in this loop of overthinking every single email I sent. I'd spend hours rewriting subject lines, doubting if what I was saying mattered, and constantly asking myself, is this even worth sending? Eventually, I realized that the real problem wasn't that I didn't know what to write. It was that I didn't have a plan. That's what inspired me to create the planner, and that's the heart of email number 2. Letting your reader see the behind-the-scenes moment that led to the thing they just downloaded. Then I might add something like, so if you've ever stared at a blank screen on a Sunday night wondering what to send your list this week, you're not alone. That's exactly why I built this planner the way I did, to help take the guesswork out of content planning and make weekly emails feel simple and doable. Now, you don't need to go on and on. Just tell the truth in a way that makes them feel seen. And if you don't have a story that feels right for this email, or if storytelling really isn't your thing, you can use this email to offer a bonus tip related to the freebie. So you could say something like, pro tip. The trick to making this planner work long-term is choosing one day a month to batch your content ideas. I like to do this on a Saturday morning when things are quiet, but pick whatever rhythm works for you. You don't need a perfect system, just a consistent one. See, either way, you're telling your story or offering a quick tip. The goal of this email is to build trust. You're showing them that you understand where they are and that you're here to help them move forward. And that's what makes them keep opening your emails. That's what makes them want to stick around, because now they don't just have a freebie, they have you. Now, let's talk about that third email, the one where you introduce your paid product. And this is where a lot of people get stuck. They feel like they're being too salesy, or they don't know how to bring it up without feeling awkward. But here's the truth. If someone has already downloaded your freebie, opened the first 2 emails, and is still coming back for more, they are clearly interested. They're listening, and they're probably wondering, okay, what's next? So in this email, we just connect the dots for them. For example, let's stay with the example of the 3-month weekly email planner. It helps people map out their email marketing content so they can stop overthinking what to send each week. Super practical, super doable. In that third email, I could say something like, I hope the planner gave you a little more clarity about what to send and when, and maybe even helped you feel a little more organized with your email marketing. Then I can shift gears a little bit and say, but if you're ready to take the next step and really understand how email marketing works and how to use it to actually generate sales, I put together everything you need to know into a simple, no fluff ebook. That's when I would introduce my product. It's called Email Marketing Sales Made Simple, and it walks you through how to write emails that build trust, grow your list, and make consistent sales without feeling pushy or salesy. You can grab it right now through my Stand store, and I'll link it for you below. That's it. It's not a pitch, not a pressure cooker, just a helpful suggestion offered at the right time. And even if they don't click or buy right away, you've planted that idea in their mind. And now they know you've got something ready for them whenever they're ready. So this email gives them a chance to keep learning and take that next step with your guidance. And once you set this up, it runs on autopilot. Every time a new subscriber downloads that planner, they get welcomed, supported, and gently nudged toward the next step without you having to send every email one by one. It's simple, it's powerful, and it frees you up to focus on showing up where your audience already hangs out, like right here on YouTube. All right, quick recap. Email 1 is your warm welcome. Deliver the lead magnet. Thank them. Let them know what's coming next. Email 2 builds connection. Share your story or a bonus tip. Help them trust you and encourage action or insight. Email 3 gently recommends your product. Remind them of the goal. Introduce your offer and link to your Stand store. When you do it this way, you're not just building an email list, you're building relationships. And that's what turns subscribers into customers and customers into fans. I'd love to know what your biggest question is when it comes to email marketing. Drop it down in the comments so I can answer it in a future video. If this was helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss next weekend's video. And hey, if you've ever felt unsure about what a sales funnel actually is or whether you even have one, next week's video is going to clear that up once and for all. We're going to break down sales funnels in plain English, and spoiler alert, if you've shared a freebie or product link before, you might already have one and not even realize it. So make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you back here again next week.